there was some trouble at East High School in Madison. And today, like a third of the student body called in sick, didn't go to school. Here is, as it's being reported by Chris Rickard and Elizabeth Beyer over at the Wisconsin State Journal, more than a third of East High School student body stayed home Tuesday, a day after police used pepper spray to put down numerous fights, which were followed late Monday by social media rumors, of more violence to come. As of noon, 602 students, roughly 37% of the student population, were counted absent from East. District spokesperson Liz Muirfield said, although she said the number might increase as staff continue to sort through the excusal request. The large number of absences came after an anonymous social media post late Monday warned of potential threats at the school and urged students to stay home. In an email to parents Tuesday morning, interim principal Mickey Smith said that the response to the rumors, the school had added an extra layer of safety and security that will include a high visibility presence of law enforcement near and around campus. Gordon Allen, East student body president, said he opted to stay home from school after talking about the threats circulating on social media with his mother. Here's his quote. Again, he is the student body president. When I saw those things going on social media, I did get anxious. A lot of my friends, we didn't want to take that risk, even though I believe the school has been doing things to ensure safety. District officials wouldn't say what measures they were taking to keep students safe, citing confidential information that staff in the district and emergency responders would need in an emergency and outlined in school safety plans. Muirfield did say these safety plans are shared with the Wisconsin Department of Justice Office of School Safety. So a third of the kids didn't go to school today.
That's different than a senior skip day.
Yeah, that is quite different.
A lot different than COVID too.
I mean, that's a scary prospect. And I can only speak to my own experience and the experience. I got two teenage boys at Middleton High School right now. They're probably done with school by now. But I asked my younger kid, and he said, we don't have that many fights at school, occasionally, but we don't have like where the cops are responding and people are getting tear gassed like they had at East High School yesterday. And I would wonder, and if you got parents out there of East High School students, feel free to call us now, 844-967-2789. What do you do? I mean, so much of the conversation's been about trying to keep the kids safe from COVID, trying to get them to wear a mask, get the administration, the staff vaccinated, things of that nature. But this is a whole new wrinkle as a parent. I don't know what to do about this. I wouldn't know what to do about this. If I'm supposed to send my kids to a place where they're there to get educated, maybe do some extracurriculars, but ultimately it's about education. And I couldn't feel safe putting my kids on the bus or dropping them off at the schoolhouse because rumbles might break out. Children are afraid. There are threats being posted on social media.
Now, just a point of clarification, are these like random fights that just happen, or is this like a group of kids starting fights on purpose? I guess that's what I'm trying to clarify here.
That is a good question. And I don't have clarity on that point. And I don't want to speak beyond my knowledge level, but it sounded like this was a pretty big deal. Like fights broke out and then they, fell out of the school, and then the cops came, and pretty soon, half the student body's watching the fights going on. And the cops got involved, and people were at least taken for treatment, I suspect, for the tear gas or pepper spray. But realistically, I wasn't there. I don't know what precipitated these fights, if this is a quote unquote teenage gang activity. I'm not clear. But, we had fights in school. One dude with another dude. And every so often, someone's buddy might jump in. We've all seen an unfair fight. And I've been in some fights. I think I told some people that I work with, a guy that supplied us with some new computers, Jeff. Love you, Jeff. But once upon a time, I punched Jeff. And, the fact the man still talks to me to this day is shocking, because when I punched Jeff, it was a case of mistaken identity. I should have punched someone else. but I shouldn't have punched Jeff.
That's why I got a scratch cornea. I got a rock thrown at me for trying to help the guy that threw a rock at me.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, first and foremost, I was a little violent as a teenager, sort of an angry youth. I should have never punched you. Someone was like messing with my report card, stealing it. And I turned around and punched someone. And apparently Jeff was not the messer. He was not the guilty party.